Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Owl, and we've got another article from Warhammer the Old World, and again another one that has surprised me. So, today we had the Arcane Journal article release, so people got an idea of the book before pre-order day, and now we're getting how to bulk out your regiments with unit fillers, and I'm very surprised that Games Workshop has done this, because essentially this means that you end up having to buy less models, and it's something that many people have done over many years of playing Warhammer Fantasy and other rank and flank games. So what are we talking about with unit fillers? Well, unit fillers offer a great opportunity to personalize your army without having to modify every single model in each of your units, especially if you're someone who enjoys kit bashing and converting. They are essentially mini dioramas, giving you the space to get a bit more creative than you could in a single 25mm base. And it's absolutely true. I mean, you look at a lot of the plastic kits these days, you've got lots of options, you don't use them all, you get quite a large bits box. Those bits boxes can make a unit filler cost nothing. So my plan was to create 2 unit fillers, one for Tomb Kings, one for Bretonnians. I began with the forces of Khemri. So the idea revolved around a ruined obelisk that has been re-empowered and is now unleashing its energy to reanimate corpses and bury the sands. Okay, so looks like we've got some spirit hosty stuff, and looks like we've got where's that obelisk from? Actually, I think that could be an AOS Ossiarch one. I don't know. Let's see. Right, the basis for the obelisk is opposite Bone Reapers, Bone Tithe Nexus. Okay, that's what it's called. Bone Tithe Nexus. The Bone Reapers have an aesthetic not totally dissimilar from Tomb Kings. That's absolutely true. Some of their parts can work well together. I cut the pillar into separate pieces and a few carefully placed rocks. Okay, and the fallen monument being reformed by a powerful necrotect. Spirit host kit is what he used to get the to this. Okay, and then the idea for the Bretonnian unit filler, he said, this is actually pretty cool. Actually, I like this. This is actually really nice. This is cool, but I actually really like this card. It's very Bretonnian in it. It's got the shields on there. Got some stakes that you see that go in front of the archers. Some sort of chest going on here. So let's see. After all, with most of the Bretonnian infantry blocks being peasants, kept things simple. Build a cart. This was constructed using leftover parts from another conversion and consists of 2 wheels, an axle, platform, and a couple of wooden struts, all sourced from a Skaven plague furnace. Okay, so that's interesting. So, that's a dual kit, so you might have a lot of this stuff left over. Right, so next the cart was laden with resources and equipment, with the first of these being taken from the same Bone Tithe Nexus we saw before. This was followed up with some peasant bowman stakes, a couple of men-at-arms shields, and various accessories found within Bretonnian infantry kits. And you should have a bunch of this stuff left lying around when you build your kits. So both mini dioramas were mounted on 75 by 50mm bases, making them perfectly sized to replace the central 6 miniatures in a unit of 20 with everything built. They were given a paint scheme to match their respective armies. So think about that. We talked a little bit before about some of the unit or the numbers of miniatures in the starter boxes being a bit of an odd size, because you get like 36, which allows you to make a unit of 20 and a unit of 16. Well, which, normally you'd be thinking around 2 units of 20 as a sort of minimum thing. By using a unit filler, you can instantly make that unit of 16 a unit of 20 and still have then 2 men left over. So I'm surprised that Games Workshop have done this. I'm pleased that Games Workshop have done this to reinforce the value of fillers to units, to help people, particularly when they're starting out, bulk up units without having to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds or dollars on miniatures just to get that army finished. You can get one box of 20 miniatures. You could be not far off getting two units of 20 with unit fillers, right? So really pleased Games Workshop have done this. Props to them for doing it. It's been a big thing in rank and flank games for a long time, but nice to have formal acknowledgement of it and put it out there, particularly for the newer players that might not be aware that this is an absolutely okay thing to do. So it finishes off there. Whether you're the kind of person who already enjoys kit bashing, or you're someone who's a little apprehensive about converting your minis, you highly recommend adding a few unit fillers to your old world army. With just a few leftover bits and little imagination, you can truly make your army truly your own. There you go. Great, very cool. So you've got the cart there, and this obelisk for the Tomb Kings. I'm sure there's plenty of other options for the other armies. There you go, guys. That's the end of this article. Props to GW for it. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why in the comments down below. And as always, if you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. It's totally free for you to do. Means a lot for me. You've been watching The Ghost Owl. Tune back in for some more of our Warhammer The Old World content.